Hey guys, and welcome to our very first episode of a brand new segment for Gamebug called Garage Gamers. I am Icecube. This is Zorbz.
Woo.
Zorbz, what do you think of this new segment that we're doing?
I have no idea.
Awesome.
I don't know what's going on.
Awesome.
I
Me
just came
too.
here and I'm just sitting here.
Me too. We found him off the street actually and
Yeah.
just thought, hey, do you want to sign up with this brand new show?
They gave me some new clothes, but my beard still's hobo-ish, so...
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get that sorted out. That means, have you just agreed to shave that beard for the next episode?
I will trim it. I will never shave it.
Very wish.
It's my street cred.
Yeah, well, if you want it to go, just comment below, we can get rid of it for
I'm
episode
not getting
2,
rid
I'm
of
sure.
it. No, it's not going.
Come on, there's got to be a certain quota that we can reach.
Yeah, it'll
get rid of
get
this
thinner.
beard.
If you want to see it thinner,
Thinner.
you can message, but it's not going.
So, Garage Gamers is a brand new segment that we're doing where we're going to talk about the hottest topics in video games. If you like or don't like what I'm saying, you can give your opinions in the comments below. If you like or don't like what Zorbz is saying, you can just say, Zorbz, you suck.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
All good stuff for me, just boo him.
No, just say it to him even if you agree with what he's saying. Like, just chuck it in there. And anything is good. We're all fine. Also, make sure you check out gamebug.com.au. We've got all the cool stuff on there.
Check out my reviews and like them more than his.
Yeah, you love it. The banter's already beginning.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, our first topic for today is in the news recently. It's been announced that there's a new Ghostbusters game that is coming out in July this year. It's going to be based on the movie Ghostbusters, which stars 4 female protagonists this time.
Kristen
Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate. I'm going to look at my cheat notes here. Kate. Oh, I'm blinded by the lights and I can't read the notes.
Kate McKinnon
and Leslie Jones, the four ladies who are going to be taking up the Ghostbusters reign. What do you think of the casting of 4 female characters for the new Ghostbusters film/game?
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. I mean, people are like, oh, you're going to ruin Ghostbusters, but what they don't realise is the original 3 are always going to be there. Well, 2 original 2, there's not 3 of them.
The original 2?
2 Ghostbusters, yeah.
What? Bill Murray?
Yeah,
and Dan
Bill
Aykroyd?
Murray, Dan Aykroyd, those ones are always going to be there.
Oh, yeah,
They're
the
not-
first 2 films.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
the first 2 actors. No.
No.
Yeah, okay. The first 2 films are going to be there. Yeah.
So, it's not... People are like, oh, it's going to ruin it. What's it going to ruin? It can't ruin it.
I've questioned this as well. Like, I'm a big fan of the first 2 Ghostbusters film, and look, I don't mind the different approach, bringing new girls in there. I don't think the issue for me is that they've brought girls on board. I just think it's that people just are really attached to the original characters, and I think they're just sad to see them be thrown away like that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what makes me sad about. Like I was vying for a Ghostbusters 3 for so many years. And now that sadly Harold Ramis has passed away, that's just not going to happen. And you know, I don't care if they're all 70 years old and retired and they're all reunited for a third Ghostbusters. I would think that's amazing.
Frames.
You know what? That would be hilarious. Like, you imagine? Like, I think it'd be fantastic. And apparently the only thing that was holding that up was 2 people. I think Bill Murray didn't want to do it for years, and one of the co-directors, I think, was holding up that third film from being made. So now it's up to Paul Feig as a director, who did Spy. He did Spy and the one about the wedding and the hens do
Bridesmaids?
Bridesmaids.
Yes,
yeah.
That's why they've got the same people in that movie as well. Kristen Wiig and Melissa
That's
McCarthy
right.
are both in that.
Yeah.
And
So
that did well for them. That was
it did. But what do you think of that style of humour? And that type of, you know, the way they made those films being converted into a Ghostbusters style of film?
I don't know if anyone can pull it off. I think the group of girls that they've got, I think they can pull it off.
Do you think so? I'm a bit concerned, to be honest.
Kristen Wiig is, she can do over the top, but she can do some very dry humour as well.
Yeah.
I think she'd probably be the Bill Murray of the group.
Right.
I think Melissa McCarthy is the over the top one.
Over the top one. Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think.
One of them's got to be the serious nerdy one.
One of them's got to be
Harold
Rick.
Ramis.
We've forgotten about Rick Moranis. One of them has to be him.
Okay, well, but then who's Ernie Hudson?
I don't know. There's going to be one serious one, or maybe even 2 serious ones, because Ernie Hudson and Harold Ramis. They were the serious ones.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
And
but
then-
you've got 4 comedian girls doing this role.
Yeah. So they're going to have a different approach. One's going to easily be over the top. One's just going to be dry. One's going to be like just, I guess, the nerdy one of the group. And then they'll have one that's sort of like the leader of the pack, which is Kristen Wiig will do that.
But that's almost kind of the scary thing about it, because it's a very different chemistry with these characters. I think that's what a lot of people are a bit nervous about. I mean,
but they've worked together before.
True,
On
but
Saturday
they
Night
also
Live
bring a very different type of humor as well.
But
Like the Ghostbusters humor is very specific. You know, it's a very, you could tell those guys all got along really well behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They just had this kind of chemistry together, and you know, these girls get along too, but they just kind of do it in a different kind of way. Yeah.
But I mean, Kristen Wiig, and I think it's what's her name, Kate McKinnon. I think it's her.
Yeah.
They both have worked on Saturday Night Live together, and they're amazing together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Melissa McCarthy, is that her name?
McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy, yeah.
She was in Bridesmaids as well, so they've already got that bonding. They've already worked together.
That's fine, yeah. But it's just a different type of humour is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you can't have a carbon copy of the original. Different era. I mean, we enjoyed it, but if it's exactly the same, I think it'd annoy people even more, because then it's like, oh wow, they're trying to really scrap it. But if they're separate humour and the story's a bit different, then you can sort of have both equally, existing.
Yeah.
What would even make it better would have Bill Murray or someone make a guest appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was going to say, are you
Cameo.
hoping to see some of these actors appear in there?
They have to have a cameo.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the new Vacation, which is based off National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase has got a cameo in that.
Right. Yeah.
So
okay.
so that's like saying we acknowledge what's come before.
Yeah.
So we'll chuck that in for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And move forward.
Yeah. It really needs that. Of course, there'll only be 3. Oh, but then again, maybe chuck Rick Moranis in there. Rick Moranis is someone we need to see again.
Yeah.
Where did that guy go?
I saw
Rick.
an interview with him, and he didn't want to do it anymore. He retired. He was great.
Come on, Rick. Come on.
I mean, what is it, Lord Helmet or Dark Helmet from Spaceballs?
It's good to know that he wasn't shrunk by his own machine.
Yes.
And that's...
Although he's
still
already like 4 foot or something. That's already a midget.
Maybe that's what happened. Well, look, our first episode right now is actually quite movie heavy, but more on the game side of things. What are you hoping to see in the Ghostbusters game?
I'm just going to throw it out there. It's a tie-in. Why is this announced now? Like, that it's coming out in July. Like, I've never heard anything of it.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Did they start making it just now?
Brand new announcement, yeah. 6 months. I mean, they could have been making this for 6 years as far as we know.
It's just alarm bells going off, because I played the last one on PS3, and it wasn't terrible, but it just...
I liked it. I like the one on PS3 and Xbox 360.
I don't know.
It's obviously it's not the best game, but it had the voice actors all there, and they were witty, and they shared a very similar humour as to what they did in the original movie. I mean, obviously it's not as good as the movies were, but it had that vibe to it, and it was actually kind of creepy and funny at the same time. And as a general feeling, I actually kind of enjoyed playing that game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the destruction was fun as well. It'd, like, show you how much on your bill you were getting charged for just destroying everything.
Yeah, funny stuff like that.
But
are you expecting an action game like the rest of us are, or do you think it might be like RPG elements or something, or strategy even?
I'm assuming it's either going to be like the top-down view one, or it's going to be the action one.
View.
Did you see that one? What was it? Ghostbusters something.
Oh, the original way back on the Commodore 64 days.
No, there was a PSN one, like a downloadable one.
Oh.
It was like a twin-stick shooter type Ghostbusters.
Really? I don't remember seeing. I don't think I've played that one.
So it could be like that, or it could be a fully fledged game, because it's a movie tie-in. It doesn't have to be a AAA. It's not. Alright, it's not going to be AAA. There's no way.
Maybe.
No
you never
way.
know. You never know. Sometimes they pull it off. But I mean, like you said, the fact they've only just announced it. It's coming out in July.
You would hype the crap out of it if it was that.
Yeah,
that big of a
they're
deal.
clearly going to be rushing it out the door, and we've seen what happens when they do movie tie-ins with that. So who knows? The odds aren't good. We'll give it that.
And we thought those were over. Like the days of bad movie video game tie-ins
It's been a while. It's been
Yeah.
a while. Like, what was the last one that you can remember? Maybe like, I don't know, Avatar the game, or they probably close
I
to
didn't
that.
even bother playing
Captain America or Thor or one of those superhero ones probably.
Those were terrible. Those
Yeah,
were
they're all
bad.
terrible.
Green Lantern, that was a bad one.
Oh,
But yeah, those were a while ago.
yeah, I mean, they never did like an Avengers game except for Lego, but...
And the Lego ones are great. The Lego ones...
But they didn't do a proper Avengers one, because I just think they've stopped, they've just given up on those, so... Who knows?
You can't
Odds
tie
aren't
in
good.
games when you don't know what the story is, because it's all kept under wraps. Like, I mean, everyone's like, where's the new Star Wars game apart from Battlefront? Like, why wasn't
that's
there
a
a
good point.
focus? And it's like, well, you're risking leaks. You go to a company and you say, make this game, here's the story, make all the levels, base it on this.
Is that
It's
why?
just-
Is that
yeah,
why
because-
they don't do a whole video game?
Well, for something for Star Wars, they had strict NDAs, and I mean, I just remember
Yeah.
Kevin Smith saying when he went on set, you know, sign this and don't talk about that and don't do
Yeah,
this. And
well, they kind of have to because leaks are so easy to get. There's so
Exactly.
many people on those teams now. It's just impossible to monitor everybody.
so yeah, you're going to be trying to. It's just, I think it's too complicated, and you know, who knows if scripts for these movies are even done when a game should start going into production? Like, you know, games could take what, like 4 years to make.
Yeah, but they seem to have a pretty good insight. I mean, if you look at the Mad Max game, in relation to the Mad Max movie, I mean, they were pretty spot on with that well before the Mad Max film came out. Well, I got to see previews of the Mad Max game because that development took a long time. But I saw 2 previews within 2 years. The Mad Max film hadn't been released yet, and it looked spot on to the film. It was really close to the film. Like it was really, they really nailed it. So they do get a pretty good insight, and they do get a lot of knowledge about what happens in the story, what everything looks like, who the characters are.
But story-wise, in the game, completely different to Fury Road. I mean, Max and who's Charlize Theron's character? There's none of her in the game.
But it's more about the setting, I guess. And,
and then they also had the old ones to rely on as well to get that sort
I
of
guess so.
look. And
I guess so. Yeah. All right. Well, look, that's our thoughts on the Ghostbusters game coming up. I hope you enjoyed our debut episode. We're going to be doing much more of these on a regular basis. We're going to keep it nice and timely and newsworthy and relevant for you all. Please, if you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe. We would love for you to join us. We'd love to give you these videos. We hope you had a fun time. I am Icecube. This is Zorbz.
it's me.
And this is Garage Gamers. We thank you again, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.